My girlfriend disappeared after a fight at a Las Vegas club on New Year's weekend. They found her burned body in a dumpster 3 days later. Disclaimer: the following story is based on true events, but names, locations, and identifying details have been changed. I never thought I'd be writing this, but I need to get it out there. Maybe someone who was in Las Vegas that weekend will remember something. This happened back in January 2015, and even though years have passed, I still wake up every night thinking about what I could have done differently. My girlfriend Brianna and I had been together for about 2 years. We were living together in Ohio, and on a complete impulse, she convinced me we should fly down to Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. Brianna was that kind of person, spontaneous, lived for the moment, didn't skimp on anything. She wanted to see Rihanna perform at one of the big casino hotels, and when Brianna wanted something, that was it. I paid $700 each for scalper tickets because that's what she wanted. Brianna was 26, a model represented by a national agency. She'd even been in a national modeling competition video back in the early 2000s. She didn't win, but she was proud she'd tried. She was absolutely stunning. Tall brunette hair with those penetrating eyes. And she literally turned heads everywhere we went. She knew it too, and honestly, she loved the attention. New Year's Eve was amazing. We rang in 2015 at that Rihanna concert, dancing and celebrating. There's even iPhone video of us from some guy behind us in the crowd. Everything was perfect. Then came Saturday, January 2nd. We moved to a nicer hotel, the Hilton on the Strip, and asked a waiter what the hotspot was that night. He told us about Club Fusion, this legendary after-hours club that's only open one night a week, from 11 p.m. Saturday to Sunday afternoon. We had a romantic dinner on the Strip. Brianna bought this silver sequin dress. We slept a bit, then around 5 a.m. we headed to the club. When we walked in, Brianna was wearing that shimmering silver dress with black heels. Even the bartender who'd worked all night and seen hundreds of Vegas girls remembered her. He said she stood out from everyone else with her brunette hair and that dress that caught every light in the club. Here's where everything went wrong. I knew what was going to happen the moment we walked in. Guys started swarming Brianna immediately. I'm not exaggerating. In a packed club full of single men who'd been drinking all night, my girlfriend was like a magnet. I spent the next couple hours basically running interference, trying to keep these guys off her. But Brianna was loving it. She was doing shots, dancing, soaking up all the attention. One guy in particular was being really aggressive. He had his hand around her waist, pressing up against her, leaning down on her. She was looking at me and kind of laughing like whatever. I'd had enough. I grabbed her around the waist to pull her away, and she fought back. Every time I tried to get her to leave, she'd push my arm away. Before I knew it, bouncers were there. 2 guys immediately on me. They were throwing me out. Brianna asked me for her credit card. I gave it to her, still holding her phone like I always did when we went clubbing. She didn't like carrying a purse, and I left in a cab. I was furious, but I figured she'd be back to the hotel soon like she always was after we had these kinds of nights. I crashed in our hotel room around 7:40 a.m. When I woke up later that day, Brianna wasn't there. At first I wasn't worried. We'd had nights in like this before and she always came home. But as the hours passed, I started to panic. The hotel called asking if we were staying another night. I went down to the lobby and told the manager my girlfriend was missing. She told me I needed to get Brianna's picture out there immediately. I called the Las Vegas police. They told me I had to wait to file a missing person report. Different rules applied. But they wouldn't take it until 24 hours had passed. It had only been about 10 hours. I spent all of Sunday calling hospitals and jails, going back to Club Fusion, it was closed, talking to people in the area, showing everyone her picture. That night I hired a private investigator. Monday morning we went to the police station and filed the report. After more than 30 hours of searching with no answers, I decided to call the medical examiner's office. I gave them a detailed description of Brianna. The person on the phone said, "Hold on a second." When they came back, they said, "We're sending a detective." My heart sank. The detective asked me if Brianna had any body piercings. I said yes. He pulled out a bag with jewelry in it. They were charred, blackened, burnt. He asked if these could be hers. Then he showed me a photo of an earring and asked if I recognized it. It was Brianna's earring. They'd found it at the scene of a burning dumpster in North Las Vegas. Inside that dumpster, they found the charred remains of a female body. The medical examiner later confirmed through dental records that it was Brianna. Someone had murdered my girlfriend and set her body on fire. I was immediately driven to the police station for questioning. They interrogated me for 12 hours straight. I signed every release, waived my Miranda rights. Gave them everything they wanted because I needed them to rule me out so they could find who actually did this. But it looked bad for me. Really bad. Brianna and I had a history of domestic violence, both of us. Court records showed she'd been arrested for assaulting me in California. I didn't press charges. I've been arrested twice in Ohio for assaulting her, the last time she'd been injured. The media found all of this, and I became the prime suspect in everyone's eyes. There was also that fight at the club that night. Witnesses saw me grab her, saw the bouncers throw me out. It looked terrible. But here's what saved me: the security footage. Club Fusion had almost 30 cameras inside. The private investigator I'd hired went through hours of footage and found it 7 seconds of grainy video showing Brianna leaving the club. You can see her brunette hair, that silver dress, those black heels. The timestamp shows 7:21 a.m. They rewound the tape and found me too. At 7:17 a.m., I'm seen on camera being escorted out by bouncers, alone. I left 4 minutes before she did. I couldn't have been with her. But here's the crucial detail that changed everything. The club's security chief, who was working the door that morning, told police he saw Brianna walk away from the club with someone. A man with dark features and facial hair, roughly 6 feet tall. The security chief said they walked off together, holding hands like they were a couple, heading toward a parking area across the street. This wasn't an abduction. She went willingly with this man. Brianna knew how to handle herself. She'd been working in clubs for years. She wasn't naive. I believe it had to be someone she'd met inside Club Fusion that night, someone who'd been hitting on her. About 2 weeks after the murder, club employees thought they saw the same man again outside the club. Police came and questioned him, but let him go. They said it wasn't the right guy. A month after Brianna's murder, police released a composite sketch of the suspect based on witness descriptions. When I saw it, I thought it looked familiar, like maybe someone from inside the club that night. But when I went back to look, I couldn't find anyone who matched. So here we are, all these years later. The case has gone cold. They found some abandoned vehicles near the dumpster and processed them for evidence, but if there was a hit, they never disclosed it. Mainly there's just that sketch. Police are hoping someone's memory will be triggered from that morning. The detective on the case said it perfectly. We have a dangerous killer out there and we need to locate this person as soon as possible. Brianna's family put up a substantial reward. We've done everything we can think of. Although I still wake up every night thinking, if only I'd stayed outside that club for just 10 more minutes. If only I'd been there when she walked out. If only I hadn't left her. This is my nightmare. Brianna was murdered at 26 years old. Her body dumped and set on fire like she was trash. And somewhere out there, the person who did this is still walking free. If anyone was in Las Vegas that weekend, if anyone was at Club Fusion that early Sunday morning in January 2015, if anyone remembers seeing a brunette woman in a silver dress with a man, please, please come forward. Someone out there knows something. Edit. For those asking, yes, I'm still considered a person of interest by Las Vegas police, even though the security footage proves I left before Brianna did. Our relationship wasn't perfect, and our history made me an obvious suspect. I get it. I just want them to find whoever actually did this. Edit 2. Stop DMing me that I probably did it. The security footage, timestamps, and witness statements all prove I was back at the hotel when Brianna left the club with another man. I've cooperated fully with police from day one. If you have actual information about the case, contact Las Vegas police, not me. Thanks for listening, Salem Night fans. Before you turn out the lights, do one thing for me. Hit that like, share, and subscribe so I can bring you more stories just like this one.